Welcome to Film Feast, the show where two sister grill masters watch a movie, yap about it, and then make two recipes inspired by it. In today's episode, we're talking about the 1996 classic, Scream.
The very first one, not
the only one.
Not the 18 others that follow. Mm-hmm. Scream is about a group of high school students that are terrorized by a serial killer wearing a very specific mask that uses movie trivia and calls them on the phone. Which sounds like a very weird premise, but somehow it works.
It's like scary, it's funny, it's everything you want from a 90s horror flick that revitalized horror movies. Because 70s, 80s, we get it. That's when horror lived. Mm-hmm. Then it died off, and then this brought them right back. My recipe that I made that's inspired by the movie Scream comes from another line.
Oh, here we go.
Am I a sick, twisted freak?
I think we can all say yes. Based on what we know about you, yeah. Without even hearing what you're about to say.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Okay, so I got inspired from the first, and in my opinion, the scariest scene of the movie.
Yes!
That scene hit that movie off with a bang, okay?
I almost couldn't watch it again.
I know.
I was like, I can't, it's too much.
That's the only scary part of that movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, the rest of it's like,
Yeah, it's not scary. I don't get scared by, like, slasher movies and, like, gore. I'm more of, like, a ghost gal.
Okay, she's a ghost gal.
Casey is talking to the ghost face killer. They're having, like, this conversation. It starts off with, like, a flirty vibe. Like
yeah, she doesn't have her boyfriend, but she does.
Yeah, she's like, maybe I don't have a boyfriend,
well,
Mr. Hot Voice.
That's what you get. Steve bites the dust 2 seconds later.
Spoiler alert. She starts hanging up on the fella. He keeps calling her. Then he says, hang up on me again and I'll gut you like a fish. In my mind, I'm like, tuna fish burger? And then second thought, am I a sick, twisted freak?
I think for taking that in that direction, yeah.
I can admit it. I'm like, that is so weird. Why am I instantly hungry hearing that?
Buddy.
And also, side note, I was going to go with a popcorn theme because that Jiffy Pop, and I didn't because I was like, that's where Kiki's going to go. That's where Kiki's going to go. Oh, you didn't?
I was going to, but I didn't.
And then I was like, I was going to go there and I'm like, let her have it.
No.
That's the easy answer here.
No, I was 100% going to.
Oh,
that's the first thing I wrote down, popcorn. But then I was like, no, I got something way better.
I've never actually made a tuna fish burger. I made a salmon burger. I made shrimp burgers. I've made codfish burgers.
So tuna from a can or fresh tuna?
Who are you speaking to here?
The queen of stinky canned fish. So I'm going to say, yeah, she opened a can.
I would proudly wear a t-shirt that says Queen of Stinky Canned Fish, okay?
Sick.
And I'd wear it loud and proud.
Gross.
Instead of doing just a tuna fish salad, I'll burgerize it.
Okay.
And I'll griddleize it. Why not? Added some pepper, celery, onion, a whole bunch of flavor, some cluck and squeal.
I think I could smell them from here.
In a gross way?
I am not one for the stinky canned fish or fish at all, as a matter of fact.
Okay, but this, for some reason, making it in burger form, it takes the fishiness out of it.
Really?
It did.
Well, if you're a fan of fish, then I'm sure these were spectacular.
I know someone out there is.
Okay, now speaking of that very first scene with Casey, did you know that at the beginning of this movie, she was supposed to be, so Drew Barrymore, Hollywood sweetheart.
Yes.
Okay?
Super cute in that opening scene.
She was initially supposed to be cast as Sydney. She was
Really?
supposed to be the main character. She gives main character energy. She was supposed to be the main character of the entire movie. But she thought, let's throw the audience off because everybody knows when they see Drew Barrymore, they're going to be like, well, there's no way she's going to die within the first 15 minutes of the movie. And that's exactly what happened.
What's iconic about the role of Sydney is that she's a sweet girl next door. Drew Barrymore does not give girl next door.
She kind of does in this movie. They kind of made her like...
They kind of did, but I don't...
not as much as Neve Campbell.
Exactly. Neve Campbell is like the sweetest... She's actually my standout fave character.
Really?
She's my fave character of the whole movie. She is the sweetest, cutest, perfectly cast actress for that role.
Yeah, I would. She is adorable. She's not my favorite actor.
Can I guess yours?
No, not yet. Give it a second. These fish burgers look spectacular.
Okay, I want to see if you went with another thing I was going to make.
Okay, let's just wait and see.
You're making.
Okay, hurt my heart a tiny bit that Neve Campbell is supposed to be playing a 16-year-old and is 22.
What?
In the movie. And Skeet Ulrich, your boyfriend, guess how old he actually is?
Did you say my boyfriend?
Yeah, you love Skeet Ulrich.
Okay, excuse me?
Major, no thank you. I don't go for the bad boy.
But he is smoking hot. He started 90s girls. Him and Mark Wahlberg in Fear started 90s girls off liking the bad boy.
At first, when the movie started,
both super hot.
when I just watched this recently with adult eyes, the movie started, and I was like, is he 45? Like, what? And I had to Google it. I'm like, no, but he can be anywhere from 35 to 45. I couldn't tell.
I agree.
He's 26. I'm like, he looks way older.
How
he
is
reads
that a
adult
high
mail.
school student?
I don't know.
He reads adult mail.
And so her dad, you know her dad, he knocks on the door. He
Yeah.
only has like a brief cameo. Then he was like at the very end of the movie. He's 35. The dad's younger than me.
Buddy, don't say that
It
to me.
hurt
That
me.
is literally terrifying.
In
my mind, I feel like I could play Sydney.
I know.
As a 39-year-old woman, I could play Sydney.
I loved her fashions. I loved that
too.
she was like so adorable. She was super cute, and she never once wore tight, revealing clothing. That's what I loved about her.
I thought the same thing. I definitely noted that. I'm like, watching it back then, I was 10 years old when this movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
You were 8. Mm-hmm. And watching it back then, I watched it. I thought she was gorgeous. Thought she was beautiful. Watching it with today's eyes, I was like, she ain't revealing skin. She's not wearing anything skimpy. And it still holds up. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful.
She didn't let Skeet Ulrich break her panty rule. He's gross.
Also, side note, you remember Barbecue Pops, our dad, tried to let us go see Scream in the theaters. It was rated R. We weren't allowed to see it. And he tried to like beg the little 18-year-old at the concession stand to let us see it. And she wouldn't. And we had to go see Mars Attacks instead.
I do remember that. Yes.
But that always like has this memory to me.
To me, I always remember Mom and Dad finally did let us watch it. And we were at home in the living room. And I remember it was like not even dark yet. And I got so scared of that intro scene. I couldn't
which
handle
part
it.
about it?
The very end when she's hanging from that tree.
That zoom up, that shaky zoom up.
And just like the thought that the parents were right there. I couldn't, now watching it, I was terrified. And I can't handle stuff like that anymore.
The mom hearing her on the phone.
Okay, so there's a part where the dad, at that part where he goes to the mom, go to the Mackenzies. That's from the Michael movies with Jamie Lee Curtis. She says the exact same thing in that movie.
Are you kidding me?
So there's a lot of parallels between the two movies. That was intentional.
So cool.
I know.
I'm excited to hear what you made for the movie.
There's so many things that you could make inspired by this movie. I felt it hard to narrow down for once. Sometimes it's a stretch. Sometimes I'm like, what am I going to make?
Oh, I kind of found it a bit hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so my recipe that I made inspired by the movie Scream was inspired from my favorite character, Deputy Dewey Boy.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Tatum. I thought you were
What?
going to say a Tatum girl.
No, I love Tatum.
Tatum was awesome in this movie.
They were all so good. When Tatum goes to, she calls him Deputy Dewey Boy, and he's like, Mom said when I got my badge on, you're going to treat me like a man of the law. Absolutely dying. I made Deputy Dewey donut holes on the grill.
Ooh,
Yep.
buddy.
Cops love donuts.
Oh my goodness, it's like double layered. I didn't
That's
get
why.
that.
Yeah, that's why
I just heard like the DD Deputy
No.
Dewey Donut.
No, that's why.
Are they a pumpkin spice?
No, they're an apple fritter.
Ooh, even better.
Yeah, so I wanted to make these healthy, so I made them using chickpea flour. So like obviously
Protein packed.
Obviously, donut holes are not the healthiest, but I wanted these to be a sensible snack that I could enjoy. So protein packed, not a lot of sugar, and I use coconut sugar.
Ooh.
So they're not, they don't have refined sugar, except there's a little bit on the cinnamon sugar dusting at the end.
Love it. I was very inspired and wanting to force this so bad, but second favorite scene and the best kill of the movie, in my opinion, Tatum.
Yeah.
The garage door scene. I was like trying to force that. I was like, can I think of something? I was thinking garage door, roast boar. I'm like, that ain't working for me. But I was trying to force that so bad.
Yeah, Tatum was really
Favorite
cute.
scary scene of the movie.
Yeah. Deputy Dewey wasn't actually supposed to survive the movie.
What?
Yeah, he was supposed to. So there's that part where he gets stabbed, I think, or shot. I don't know. He gets injured somewhere along the line. He crumbles to the front porch. He was supposed to die right then and there. But then they realized how much of a fan favorite he is and how much people love Deputy Dewey. I did. I found him to be so funny now as an adult.
He was so like weird and unexpected.
And not at all like
a tough cop.
Yeah.
He was just like a cute little tender sweetheart with like Courtney Cox.
And that part where there's like where he calls Sydney when Sydney's staying over at Tatum and Dewey's house, and the mask killer calls, and then Dewey's like, "Hello."
I know.
I can't handle it.
Why did he say it in that weird tone?
David Arquette also met Courtney Cox on the set of this movie. that's how that romance started up.
Fireworks flew.
And Courtney Cox wasn't even supposed to play Gail Weathers because they thought that she was too sweetheart based on being Monica on Friends.
I kind of see that because I remember seeing her in this movie and being like, she's kind of a bee in this movie. And like, that does not go with our beloved Monica Geller.
But that's why she wanted to do it. And that's why she convinced them to let her do it, because she was like, people aren't going to expect it. And I want to break free from my Monica Geller vibes.
Genius. That was such a good move on her part. Stu?
Yes, okay.
Stu is hilarious.
All right, so speaking of Stu, he's giving me major Chandler Bing vibes in the movie. So Matthew Lillard, who plays Stu, wasn't even supposed to be in the movie. He was cast by fluke. He was there at the audition with his then girlfriend at the time, and the casting director saw him and was like, I think you should audition. He wanted to audition for Skeet Ulrich's part.
No,
and
they were like,
not
hot enough.
No offense, but not hot enough to be making out with Neve Campbell. And now he says he can't watch his performance in Scream because he said it was way too over the top, and he can't handle it. So he watches, especially that very end scene, where they're like, that's a very, very long, one of the longest scenes in cinematic history. It took them so long to shoot that very last scene.
The scene with them like watching the movie?
Yes, that was 42 minutes long. Whole last part where they're finding out who's the killer, and then they're back in the house and they're back outside. But he said he can't watch his performance because it's way up here. And he said in order to be a good actor, you have to be like up here and then down here.
And when we were finding out that it was like Billy and Stu that were the killers, I remember like thinking Stu was being so hilarious during that moment that it was supposed to be scary.
Yes.
So like I found that to be like a unique thing, like play in like a horror movie.
Yes, I thought so too. Skeet Ulrich actually got slightly hurt during that last part. Neve Campbell hits him with an umbrella, and as a kid he got he had an issue with his heart. So she hit him in a spot that really hurt, and he made a sound, and it was apparently real.
I gotta go back and watch that now.
And
again, sick, twisted, free.
And believe it or not, Neve Campbell and Matthew Lillard actually did date in real life.
No, really?
Yes.
No.
I know.
Why were there so many love connections on that movie? So weird.
And they used an insane amount of fake blood for that last
big.
It's all over everyone.
Okay, buddy, these donut holes, absolutely spectacular.
So I was going to make donut holes that were strawberry because Deputy Dewey was shown eating a strawberry ice cream cone. So I was like trying to figure out how to make that happen, but I thought that apple cinnamon would have been a lot better.
I ain't ever going to be mad at apple cinnamon. I feel like everybody out there likes apple cinnamon.
They are spectacular. So if you don't have one of those donut pans at home, you don't have to worry about that. Just use a mini muffin pan and don't fill them up too high because you don't want them to look like mini muffins with a little dome. If you just fill them up a little bit, they end up being, you can get away with them being like donut holes.
I love use what you have.
Yes.
I love no, don't buy another gadget if you don't need to.
They remind me of those 2-bite brownies that you can get in the grocery store, but that taste like donut holes.
Now, did you bring me some of those today?
I tried, but then I ended up eating them all.
Why am I not surprised?
I had the best intentions. I set them aside, forgot about it, and then ate them.